Another day, another Tom Aspinall, John Jones video, guys. Who'd have thought I'd make another one? Lost Soy MMA is going to love this one. He thinks all I talk about is John Jones, which, to be fair, I talk about him an awful lot, but I talk about other things too. But when it comes up, it has to be spoken about. And also, just at the end, this is cringe, bro. This is cringe. It's super cringe. You've called yourself the legend. We're going to go over that at the end. But first of all, main story, all right? So, Tom Aspinall went on the Impaulsive podcast and basically said that John Jones is scared to fight him. We're going to play it. We're going to react. Not much else to it. Let's get into it.
Right now for the clip. Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Yes.
If he wasn't, he wouldn't be asking for fuck you money, and the fight would have been signed by now, and Tom would not be, as of recording this video, interim champion for 500 days. By the time this fight happens, if it happens, Tom Aspinall will be the longest reigning, fucking on my hair, the longest reigning interim champion of all time. That's crazy. That is crazy, crazy statistics.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing with John is conning the public, man.
Whoa. And Logan Paul, it's his favorite fighter.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Well,
yeah.
That is not surprising. Logan Paul's favorite fighter is John Jones. That is not a surprise in the slightest. John Jones fans, this is who you align yourself with. Logan Paul, the scam artist. Well, to be fair, you're fans of John Jones. He's the biggest scam artist of all of them. He scammed you all into believing that he's the GOAT. He scammed you all. You're all delusional. You're all clueless. Much like Logan Paul. Anyway, let's carry on.
Listen,
I mean, he's definitely top three. He's definitely top three.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing that he's an amazing fighter. I think the fact that he didn't want to fight Ngannou for 3 years, and now he's not wanting to fight me.
Whoa, Tom, listen, Tom. John was bulking up for 3 years. It takes 3 years to put on 12 pounds, all right? Because let's put it this way, guys. John Jones was not walking around at 205. He was definitely walking around. I'll be generous, 225, easily walking around outside of fight camp, 225. He weighed, I think, 238, 237 for the Stipe fight. Like, 12 pounds in 3 years. I did over 70 pounds in just 2 years, in just 1 year, bro. In 1 year or 2 years, just under 2 years, I bulked up about 70 pounds. That's just me. That's just little old Bromo. You know. So, Tom, get your facts straight. He was getting up to the right size to fight Francis. It just so happened that as soon as he got to the right size, Francis had left the UFC. What a coincidence. It's just how things line up, Tom. Come on now. You know better than that.
For over a year. And the way he manipulates the media and the public is super smart. I'm not taking anything away from him. But do I think he's scared to take the tough fights at this stage in his career? Absolutely.
Can you understand that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can.
Right. The thing is, right, I'm going to give John Jones a little bit of leeway here, a bit of promo leeway. I can understand, too, that he doesn't want to risk fighting Tom Aspinall. And that's absolutely fine. But you have to vacate the belt and retire, John. If you don't want to risk your legacy against Tom Aspinall and you want to duck him and you want to retire, go for it, you've earned it, whatever. But, there's a but to this, if you're going to do that, John, you have to relinquish the belt and you have to retire so the division can move forward without you, bro. It's that simple. I'm honestly, at this point, I'm not bothered if we get the fight or not. I just want the division to move, and whether that's with John or without John, I don't really care at this point. But if he is going to, if he doesn't want to fight Tom, which I think the fight might. Honestly, I don't know at this point. But if John doesn't want to fight Tom, that's fine. You need to just give up the belt though, because if you're not fighting Tom, there's no one else to fight at heavyweight. If you're happy with Cyril Gane and Stipe as your heavyweight career, that's fine. But you need to just let the belt go and just fuck off and retire. Pretty much, It's about as simple as it gets. I don't blame him for not wanting to fight Tom, but at the same time, John, you can't just hold on to the belt forever. He's nearly past Cain Velasquez, the record for longest heavyweight champion, and he's defended the belt twice. Sorry, he's won the belt and defended it once in nearly, I think, in over 800 days. He's had 2 fights in 800 days. What? That is insane. That is crazy. And he's about to pass. By the time this fight gets made, he will have passed the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. And he's going to say, I'm the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. Well, yeah, John. It's not hard to be that when you never fucking fight, is it? And when you do fight, it's against old men. Or an old man in Stipe. Just fucking... I think this is my prediction, right? I don't think this fight happens. I think John's gonna hold the belt until he beats that record, and then he's gonna retire. And he can say, I'm the longest reigning heavyweight champion, and I'm a double champion. I'm the GOAT. And he'll never fight Tom. Ever. I could be wrong though. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can.
You can empathize with that?
I respect it. But if you're going to ask me the straight up question, is John Jones afraid to fight me? The honest answer would be yes.
Right now for the
No much else to it, is there? I mean, if you're not afraid, then fight him. And if he is afraid, whatever, just retire. There's the 2 options. That's as deep as it gets. I don't want to hear no fucking John Jones dick riding John Jones doesn't even need to take this fight. We are even lucky he's even considering to take this fight. We're not lucky we are not lucky that the heavyweight champion is considering fighting his interim champion. We're not lucky. That's how it should be. And if he doesn't need to fight Tom, but he does need to fight Tom if he wants to keep the belt. If he wants to just dip, then dip. At this point, I don't care. But you need to dip. You can't be hanging around, holding up the division. Say you need an extra 6 months so you can go on a little cycle. Just go at this point. You know what I mean? Usually I get all animated and stuff about John Jones, but I'm just trying to keep it chill. Because I'm. At the same on the one hand, it's fun to talk about. On the other hand, it's how many times do we have to talk about this? This should just be made. This should have happened. The Stipe fight should have never happened. As soon as Tom won that interim championship, that Stipe fight gets put on hold. And you unify the belts. That's what should have happened. All right, but it didn't, and now we're here. 500 days later, Tom's still the interim champ, and John Jones is going to surpass the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time with 2 title fights. Insane. We're going to move on. Ilia, I like you, bro. I do. I really like you. This shit's cringe, though. How are you going to call yourself the legend? How are you going to give yourself the nickname of the legend? El Matador was so much cooler. El Matador was such a better nickname. It makes sense. You are the Matador. You control the fight. People in that cage do whatever you want. Alright? You make the plays. You're in control. This is just cringe, bro. You call yourself the legend. Alright? With respect, Topuria, you probably will be a legend at some point. But right now it's a little early. In my opinion, to call yourself the legend. Yeah, you beat 2 of the featherweight goats. Very impressive. Back-to-back knockouts. But too early. Maybe if you beat Makachev, then yeah, sure, the legend. But I don't know, bro. It's just a bit like, why would you call yourself it? You know, El Matador. I think it's such a cool thing. I mean, well, what are people thinking about? Are they thinking it's as cringe as I do? Last stupid nickname. This dude's so corny. This one is corny, bro. And Elia Glazer, I know you're watching, right? And you're probably going to be like, no, it's really cool. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. I liked El Matador more. This one is more standard. It also looks bad if he doesn't win his next fight. La Gay has a bearing to it. Be honest, how do we feel about fighters giving themselves nicknames? Cool move or straight cringe? Yeah, that's the thing. Nicknames are usually given by, like, the coaches, I'm pretty sure. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain that fighters' nicknames aren't picked by the fighter. They're picked by the coaches. And he's kind of just called himself the legend. Or is he getting a bit too... Is he feeling himself too much? You know? Does he masturbate in front of the mirror? Probably. Does he climax to his own face? Probably. But the legend? I don't know, bro. It's kind of cringe. Kind of cringe. Almost as cringe as Jon Jones avoiding Tom Aspinall. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of these two things. I just want the fight. I just want this fight. I just want an intro. I just want I can't even speak. I just want an undisputed title fight at heavyweight. That's all I want. Whether it's John, whether it's Garn, Almeida, fucking whoever. It could be Gaziev. I don't care anymore. I just want a title fight. It's crazy that Tom's been interim champ for 500 days. It's even crazier that John is going to surpass the heavyweight title record with only having 2 fights at heavyweight. That shit to me is crazy. But he can do what he wants. He's Jon Jones, the greatest of all time. He calls the shots, which is fair enough. But at this point, John, you either need to fight the dude, or if you have no intention of fighting him, just retire, stop holding things up. We all want to just get the division moving again, alright? Cheers, buddy. Like, subscribe. The links are down below. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit.